As the movie starts, we see a prince who has made his palace incredibly beautiful. He used to throw big parties for beautiful girls in his palace. One night, a huge storm arrives, and an old woman enters the prince's palace to seek shelter from it. She looked old, so her face was not very pleasant to look at, after which the old woman comes to the prince and gives him a rose. Seeing this, the prince laughs and thinks that this old woman is in a bad condition, and her face is not good looking, so he starts making fun of the old woman and insults her a lot and throws away her flower. The old woman starts to explain to the prince that beauty is never in a person's face but in their heart, but the prince refuses to listen to anything she says. Suddenly, the old woman transforms into a very beautiful lady. In fact, that old woman was a sorceress, and she came to the prince in the form of an old woman so that she could know about the prince's heart. Now the sorceress knew that there was no such thing as love in the prince's heart, so in anger, she turns the prince into an animal, a beast, with her magic. The prince falls on his knees in front of her and requests her a lot not to do this, but his words had no effect on her, and she turns him into an animal. Because of this magic of the sorceress, all the citizens there were slowly forgetting the prince. Here we come to know that the flower that the sorceress had given to the prince was not an ordinary flower but a magical one. There was magic in it too, and by not accepting that flower, the sorceress had given the prince a curse, and this curse would end only when the prince fell in love with someone before the petal of that same flower fell, and that person also loved the prince. But if no one loved the prince before that petal fell, he would never be able to become a human. Now, many years also pass, but no one steps into that palace. A few days later, we are shown a girl in a village near the palace, whose name was Belle. Belle was very interested in reading books and knowing the stories of others. Belle's father was a designer. A boy named Gaston also used to live in the same village. Gaston wanted to marry Belle, but Belle did not want that at all because Gaston was a proud person. Gaston also used to struggle a lot to marry Belle, but his efforts always failed. One day Belle's father had to go somewhere through a forest path. Then Belle's father sees that the road is on fire, but from there, he takes a shortcut. Belle's father was riding his horse, but then he starts hearing the sounds of some wolves from the forest, and those wolves start chasing him. Seeing this, Belle's father starts running away to save his life. While running, he reaches the beast's palace. When Belle's father goes there, no one is seen there. However, he felt that someone lived in that palace because the candles were also lit, and good food was also kept on the table. Seeing such good food, Belle's father starts eating food, but then he sees a very surprising thing there. The cup that was lying there was talking to Belle's father. Belle's father understands that this must be some soul who is trying to scare me. That is why Belle's father tells him that I am not afraid of you. Saying this, Belle's father runs away from there. Now the question here is how that cup was talking. In fact, the truth is that all the things that were lying there and in that palace were once human beings, but because of the curse of the sorceress, they all changed into things. Belle's father runs away from there and comes to the garden. There he sees many beautiful flowers. Belle's father thinks that his daughter had asked for a flower, so he plucks a flower from there. Suddenly, the beast arrives there. Now, for the crime of stealing the flower, the beast takes him prisoner, but Belle's father's horse runs away from there and comes straight to his house, to Belle. When Belle sees that only the horse has come alone and her father has not come, she immediately understands that her father is in some trouble. That is why Belle sits on that horse to find her father, after which the horse takes Belle to the same palace, and Belle's father was kept as a prisoner in the palace. When Belle goes inside the palace, she does not see anyone there. She also makes a lot of noise there, but she was not getting any response. She could hear voices there, but no one was visible. After which, Belle reaches the place where her father was kept captive. Belle's father tells her in a hurry that this whole palace is alive, so you should run away from here as soon as possible. He says that lest he sees you, I had picked a flower for you, and that is why he has imprisoned me here to punish me. But now Belle is about to leave from there, when the beast arrives there. Belle gets very scared and nervous looking at him because it is obvious that the beast looked very scary. But Belle also does not let him know at all that she is scared of him. Belle says that I want to meet my father, but the beast does not want that. Belle tells the beast that you are a cruel person, you are giving such a big punishment for plucking a flower, and I had asked him to do this. But the beast tells her that if this door opens once and closes, it will never open again. Saying this, the beast opens the door. Belle goes inside and meets her father, but she pushes her father out, and after this, she closes the door. Now according to the beast, it will not open again, so he cannot put Belle's father inside. Instead of Belle's father, Belle herself was now imprisoned there, after which the beast takes Belle's father and frees him from there, that is, he releases him. Now Belle is imprisoned there, but when the beast is not there, a clock and a candle both come to Belle. These things were human beings, but because of the sorceress's curse, they had changed into a clock and a candle. But they could do everything like a human being, like walking, talking, laughing, or doing any work like a human being. They open the door and tell Belle to come with them, and they also tell her that we will give you a room to live in because they had understood that this could be the girl who would free them from this curse. They show Belle a room to live in, but when the beast gets this news, he gets very angry. That is why he starts scolding the clock and the candlestick a lot and gets very angry at them. But they both say that maybe this is the girl who will free us from this curse. You should go near her, impress her, and also fall in love with her. They start telling the beast that you should go to Belle and invite her to eat with you. Hearing this, he gets even more angry and starts saying, "Are you crazy? Have I fallen so low that I will invite a thief's daughter to eat with me? Will I sit with her and eat food? No, this can never be possible." But when everyone urges him, he agrees to this because the beast himself is responsible for the curse for all of them. The beast goes to Belle and tells her that will you eat food with me? But don't consider this a request. Hearing this, Belle tells him that are you crazy? First, you made my father a prisoner, then you imprisoned me, and now you are asking me to eat food with you. The beast gets angry and starts hitting the door loudly and says that no matter what happens, you will have to eat food with me. Belle says that even if I die of hunger, I will never eat food with you. To which the beast says, "Okay, I will fulfill this wish of yours too. Now I will let you starve, and now no one will give you food, and you will die of hunger." And when Belle does not open the door, he leaves from there. Now, seeing the confidence with which Belle answered the beast, all the cursed things, like the candle, the clock, the teacup, all of them get confirmed that Belle is the girl who will free them from these curses. Here we see the beast, who goes to the same rose. The beast sees that many of its petals have broken and fallen down, and this was the same flower that after all its petals were gone, the beast was going to remain an animal forever, and all the cursed things of the palace would remain like this. In fact, they would all become lifeless forever. Now only a few petals are left on the flower, and now they are also going to fall soon. Here we see Belle's father, who had returned to his village. He starts telling everyone that his daughter's life is in danger. There is a palace near the forest, and a beast lives there, and his daughter is trapped there. But no one was ready to believe his words. Instead, they were considering this as a story. But Gaston, who wanted to marry Belle, says that I believe your words to impress Belle's father. I will go with you to save your daughter. After which, Gaston and one of his companions start going to Belle through the forest path for Belle's father. The path through which Belle's father had gone to the palace is not found anywhere. Seeing this, Gaston gets very angry and tells Belle's father that he has gone crazy, there is no such thing as a beast. And he also tells Belle's father that I love your daughter, and I will marry your daughter. But Belle's father tells him that I am not going to let this happen at all. Gaston gets very angry at this and ties Belle's father's hands and feet and leaves him under a tree to die and goes away from there because it was the area of the wolves, and the wolves would kill him and eat him. After which, we see a lady who had been thrown out of her village, whose name was Agatha. Agatha saves Belle's father's life and frees him. In the palace, we see Belle, who now comes to the same rose. Now, as soon as Belle was about to touch that flower, the beast arrives there. The beast starts telling her that you have no idea what you were about to do. We would all have been killed right now. The beast gets angry and tells her to get out of here. Because of the beast's loud shouting, Belle leaves from there. She was going through the forest on her horse when some wolves surround her. But before those wolves could harm Belle, the beast arrives there. He fights with those wolves a lot and starts fighting with them a lot. The beast beats all those wolves and drives them away from there, but in this fight, he himself gets injured. Belle was about to leave from there on her horse, when she sees that the beast has fallen on the ground because he is very injured. He is not at all able to walk. Now because Belle's life was saved and she was given a new life, now Belle comes to him instead of leaving from there and starts saying that I cannot lift you, so you will have to get up yourself. With great difficulty, the beast gets up. Belle puts him on the horse with her and brings him back to the palace. Belle had once again returned to the same palace. All the cursed things in the palace get very happy seeing Belle again because they all wanted Belle to stay with them because they wanted Belle and the beast to fall in love with each other, due to which this curse would end and everything would become normal. Those things do not tell Belle the story behind them, nor do they tell her how they will be freed from this curse, but they tell her that when the last petal of that flower falls, we will all remain like this, and the beast will also remain a beast forever. In fact, all of them will become lifeless forever. Belle applies ointment to the beast, and when she is with the beast, she reads a poem because Belle's interest in books, stories, and poetry was already there, but the beast starts speaking that poem. This thing surprises Belle a lot. Belle asks him if he also reads poetry. Then the beast says that I do not read poetry about love stories, love, all this, but I have read many books, so I know about a lot of poetry. Hearing his words, Belle says that I like love stories and stories a lot. To which the beast says that looking at your face, it seems that you must like love stories a lot. If you want to read, then read something good. After which, the beast takes Belle with him to his library, which was very big. There were a lot of books there. Belle gets very shocked and happy seeing so many books because she did not get any book to read in the village. The beast says that if you want, you can stay with us. This makes Belle very happy. Then, with time, both of them started spending time with each other. Both of them became friends. Both of them came very close to each other. They also got to know about each other. Both of them also used to eat food with each other. The beast also sings songs for Belle, and the beast also shows Belle a book, and this book was not an ordinary book but a magical one. He tells her that this book was given by a sorceress, and with the help of this book, we can also time travel. Belle wanted to go to the time when Belle met her mother for the last time. When Belle goes to that time, she comes to know that her mother had an infection. That is why Belle's mother had told Belle's father to take Belle and leave from here forever so that her daughter does not get this infection either. After knowing this, Belle gets very sad because Belle did not know about this at all. After which, both of them come back to the present time. The candlestick starts telling the beast that you should now express your love to Belle. The beast says that she will never love me, but the candlestick starts trying to persuade the beast a lot, and all the beast's companions, that is, all those things, agree to make the beast do this. They first prepare the beast, and later they also prepare Belle. Belle liked to dance a lot, so both of them start dancing. Further, we see that Belle's father had returned to his village. He tells everyone that Gaston had tied him in the forest so that the ferocious wolves of the forest would come and eat him. Along with Belle's father, Agatha is also there, but Gaston, hearing his words, starts pulling his side. He starts saying that he is lying completely, and he also says that Agatha's testimony is not important because she has already been thrown out of this village. Here, Gaston's companion also lies. That is why all the villagers believe Gaston's words, and everyone starts to understand that Belle's father's mental balance has deteriorated. They feel that he has some demonic influence on him, that is why he is saying this, and they all catch Belle's father. Here we see the palace where the beast and Belle were both dancing, and they were enjoying the dance a lot. After which, the beast tells Belle that I am happy because of these feelings. Belle says that my father taught me how to dance. The beast starts asking her if she misses her father. So Belle says yes, I miss him a lot right now. The beast has a magical mirror with the help of which he can see any person they want to see. Then Belle sees her father in that mirror that the villagers have made her father a prisoner. Seeing this, Belle starts getting very nervous. To which the beast says that your father needs you, you should go to him. Along with this, the beast also gives that magical mirror to Belle and says that when you miss me, you can see my ugly face in this mirror. After which, Belle immediately leaves from there to save her father. And now the beast was left alone in the palace. The beast started missing Belle a lot because now he had fallen in love with Belle, and now because Belle had left, their curse would remain the same, and they would remain like this forever. The beast and his other companions get very sad about this. Here Belle had come to her village. Then she sees that the villagers have made her father a prisoner. Belle tells everyone that what her father was saying was completely true. She starts telling everyone that there is a palace in the forest, and a beast lives there, an animal is there, but the villagers were not believing Belle's words either. That is why Belle shows the beast to everyone in that magical mirror. Seeing the beast in that mirror, everyone gets very surprised. Belle tells all those people that he is not dangerous. You do not need to be afraid because the beast is very good at heart, and he does not want to harm anyone, nor does he ever harm anyone. Gaston, hearing her words, realizes that Belle has now started loving the beast, and because of this, Gaston gets jealous. That is why he tries to provoke everyone that beast has done black magic on Belle. That is why she is saying this. He starts saying that make her and her father both prisoners. After which, he incites all the villagers that all of us should go to this village and kill that beast, otherwise, if he comes to our village, he will kill all of us. The villagers come into his words, and the whole village starts walking towards the palace. When the villagers come to the palace to kill the beast, all the beast's companions, that is, the things made of the curse, attack those people. The villagers were not understanding anything about what was happening because in front of their eyes there were not human beings but inanimate things. There we see Gaston, who had reached the beast, but the beast is very sad because after Belle left from there, he was not feeling good at all. He was missing Belle a lot. Gaston tells the beast that what do you think? Does Belle even love you? In fact, she has sent all of us villagers to kill you. Saying this, he shoots him, and the beast falls down, but before falling down, the beast catches the top of a terrace. Before Gaston could fire more shots, Belle arrives there. Belle holds his hand to stop Gaston, but during the fight, Gaston also falls down. Gaston's gun also slips from his hand. He tries to come up, then Belle calls him. Belle tells the beast that I tried a lot to stop the villagers, but they did not stop. Seeing Belle, a courage is born inside the beast, and now he was ready to fight Gaston. After which, he goes to Gaston, catches him by his neck, and gets ready to throw him down. Gaston starts requesting the beast a lot that please do not do this, please leave me. Then the beast tells him that I am not a beast. Saying this, he leaves him, that is, he does not kill him and tells him to leave from here. Gaston leaves from there, after which the beast comes to Belle. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Gaston now fires bullets from behind, due to which the beast falls down, but then we see that the place where Gaston was standing breaks, and Gaston also falls down. Falling from a very high place, Gaston dies. The beast's condition had become very bad because now he had become very injured, and he was counting his last breaths. Belle starts telling the beast that now I will never leave you, but the beast says that my time has come to go. Hearing this, Belle says that nothing like this will happen, everything will become normal. Then we see that the last petal of that flower also falls down. As soon as the petal falls down, the beast becomes completely silent, and the things inside the palace, that is, the lives inside all the things, now all of them become lifeless. Seeing the beast die, Belle gets very sad, and there are tears in her eyes, and here she expresses her love for the beast. She starts telling the beast that I love you very much. Then Agatha also comes there. Agatha, who was thrown out of the village, was actually not just Agatha, but she was the sorceress. She sees that the beast has fallen in love with someone, and that girl also loves the beast, that is, now that curse is over. And just by looking at it, light starts shining around the beast, after which the beast now changes into a handsome prince. Belle gets very happy seeing this. Both of them get very happy seeing each other, and both of them become one, and all the cursed things of the palace now start becoming human beings, that is, they have all come to their original form. Everyone is very happy. Belle and the beast are dancing among all the people, and with this movie has a happy ending. Thanks for watching.